कृपया ध्यान दीजिए, the language used on the podcast may not be fit for consumption. We warn you, tread carefully. But listen yaar, don't be so conservative. Hello, I'm Cyrus Brocha. If you haven't heard of me, you're in a good space right now, and I hope you stay there. I'm a big foodie, though, and being a foodie is hard when you're a pet lover. Because have you tried eating a beautiful piece of chicken in front of your dog? I mean, there's no way your dog would let you have it without giving you that look. You know that look? You know what that look is? The cute one where, won't you share your food with your best friend look? The one where they stare at you with literal puppy dog eyes, with drool dripping down the side of their mouth because they want that bite, and they are lonely and sad and hungry, even though you fed them every 50 minutes for the whole day. And damn it, they're going to get it. It's almost impossible to not cave into those big bulging eyes of your fur babies. That's right. I call them my fur babies. And my own babies, I call them her babies. So I do what any good pet parent would. I visit the one-stop shop for all my pet care needs. Heads Up for Tails to get the best food and treats for my little bachas. Just visit www.headsupfortails.com or visit the Heads Up for Tails store today. I'm going, Baba. Doggy wants it right now. I'm going.
Yeah, live from our office, because now I think my wife has taken over and it's too late to try and claim it back. Somewhere in Churchgate, by the way, and I'm reading the morning newspaper, which is what newspapers in Churchgate look like. Audio people, you'll just hear the sound of newspaper. That's it. That work is done. Now it's time to talk about my rant, which of course I haven't written down somewhere. It'll come spontaneously out. Yeah, there it is. Let me just mention this, and this is true. We have some doggies who make a lot of noise. Mary does bark from time to time, but mostly it's because she doesn't like certain people in the building. And I mean, dogs are like people have preferences. But it can be loud, it can be chaotic, it can be obnoxious sometimes, it can be irritating. You're studying, you're working, you're on the treadmill, you're making love to yourself. There are times when you need privacy and you need the solitude of no noise. So I agree and accept that. But I'm thinking a lot of frivolous complaints come against dogs. Hey, control your dog, stop your dog, this, that, and the other. And we have to put an end to it. It's very irritating. So, as the head of BJP, Brocha Janata Party, in my manifesto, point 7A, paragraph 2B, I have mentioned clearly, please see in 7 languages. Aakash will explain to you all the other 6 languages. He's learning them as we speak. I have explained very clearly that if there's a complaint, first the complainant has to give 1 lakh deposit. Then I will decide, along with my committee of animal lovers, whether it is a frivolous complaint or a serious complaint. If it's a frivolous complaint, you lose your deposit. You can't just say, "Hey, toffee ka bhokna se main mar jata hai." I am not interested in that rubbish. You have to give me proper, specific reasons why your uncle lost his life because the dog made sounds, and then maybe you'll get part of your deposit back. All right. So this is very clear from our side. We have to have a world that is inclusive, and wokeism is all very fine. But while you're saving all these genders, what about our animals? What about our animals? Gender should come after that. Fight for another day. In the meantime, let's get into the show. We've got the beautiful Aakash, who's come back from Hawaii, stuck in the studio, and Ayushi is in some parlor.
No, what? I'm at home.
Hey, Ayushi, you suffer from some disease according to Twitter. Dilly-dallying disease or something,
What?
I was told. What is this new disease, breakthrough technology?
I was diagnosed actually with DDD. It's a new form.
God, one second. That's also a bra size, huh? Just be very careful. Yeah. Aakash, you're more of a.
I'm just sipping tea. I'm just sipping tea.
Yeah, I've been hearing Aakash just sip. Like the entire time Cyrus is ranting, all I've heard is that.
As a classic comedian, he's not going to listen to somebody else. He has to kill time till he gets the chance to talk. Fair enough.
See, Samir is
slurp.
What is DDD? Is it a real thing? Is this a joke I missed? Okay.
No, it's called dilly-dallying disease, where I procrastinate constantly. And then
you're just weak-minded.
So American.
You should just say that.
So American offer, not to find a disease that, just like normal, just say, oh my God, you're suffering. Here's another one.
I am a sufferer.
So DDD is what? Due to deficiency of motivation?
Yes, I have to go take a drip every week.
It's just a question of a few multivitamins, fish oil, and she'll be good to go, yaar. I don't know why they don't follow their nutrition. But where are you right now, Ayushi?
I am actually in my brother's room.
Wow, look at the size of the TV. That's the size of all the comedians' rooms. Just that TV. I mean, go to Nabil's house.
It's really
that's
not
it.
that
That's the whole
big.
place. It's huge.
But Ayushi, what's written on your shirt?
Hey, your brother's got a very big TV. Okay, all right.
Okay.
Why?
Cyrus, do you have a TV in your room?
I don't have I have a TV which doesn't work, and she's not moved it out. For 6 months, it's not working. So TV and I don't work.
Ayushi, do you have one?
No, and I was the only one in my entire family who never got a TV in
Hey,
her
Aakash,
room.
she's
But I
alone in
wanted
the
one
room.
very
Your
badly.
point is about couples, right? ये तो
Huh?
अकेला है.
No, no. I mean, like, I don't have a TV in the room. We don't have a TV in the room.
But when you
I
were
really
alone
wanted a
before
TV in the
marriage,
room. I used to be an addict when I
No.
was younger.
Yeah,
before
same.
marriage
I
you
had
keep a
one
TV.
when I was a kid. I had one, and then I just stopped needing a TV.
Oh,
Yeah, because then the laptops came.
And yeah, and then like the tablets came, and now the
Oh,
now the way
damn.
the room is, like there's this one computer screen which we can use,
oh, now
and
uncle
so on and so
understands.
forth.
So your problem is with the technology changing. Here, I thought you're giving away the TV so that you can communicate more with your partner and all that. All bull.
No,
Acha,
no,
understood. Huh.
no, no.
No,
Minimum
no, no. I'm pretty
communication.
sure. I'm pretty sure a television is necessary for partners, actually, or something to both be able
For
to look at
Yeah,
instead of
you're right.
talking.
But initially, no. Initially, it'll be horrible. After 2, 3 years, you definitely need all kinds of distractions. Two televisions sometimes would work even better.
I Do you think it's just like for me? What I've understood is like we have to find ways to do nothing together, right?
Yeah.
Like that's really like that's it
But,
because that's
but
the
then you
unaccounted
have
for
an
time in love
advantage.
stories.
You're a comedian, so you have
So
a
you
big
do a lot
advantage
of
from that.
nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but like that way, yes, but I'm also not there for a lot of the time. So that part of the doing nothing is
That's a
pending.
But
brilliant part of marriage. If you
you
spend a
are
lot of
in
time
town
outside the
right
marriage,
now.
you'll be
Yeah,
great.
yeah, yeah. But here I
You were
am.
you were driving your wife around like a sweet husband yesterday.
Is
How
that
you
so?
saw me or what?
Dude, I saw you driving on Worli, and that's how I know your car number, which
Yeah,
is
that
what
was
I
so creepy.
creepily messaged you this morning.
Wow.
Yeah,
Ayushi,
today
Ayushi,
morning
that's
on the group,
scary.
she's putting my car number and all. I don't know who
I've
is seeing.
exposed
Sparsh
him.
might want to kill me.
But why she's stalking you? He just got married. Leave him alone.
I
There's
know,
No,
I
it's
saw
nobody.
his
okay.
wife as
Please
well. And
continue.
and no, no,
Ayushi,
no,
Sparsh is single. Rishi is single. And
no.
God, they will remain single for a long time. So come on.
Once in my life, I get female attention from where I want, and
This
you
is
are in
scary.
the way.
ये तो obsessive attention hai, bhaijan. I mean, this is
No,
giving you the number and all that. The next
I
step
was
is I know where
I
you
like
live.
how
I
you
know where your
make me
kids are.
bhaijan for that.
I was in the car next to him.
Inclusive. Huh.
And I was in the car next to him, and I have been like waving frantically, trying to get Akash's attention. But the good husband that he is, he was not looking
Ah.
at any other
His
women.
female radar was up. Female? No, 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 no. Just straight. Yeah. Huh, huh.
Maybe
And
I was
then
just being
one,
a good driver and paying attention to
no,
the
no, no, you
road.
were driving terribly. That's why it was easy to
Oh,
like follow you.
By the way, he did an ad where he was driving. What is that Skoda? What is that car?
yeah, Skoda. It was
Skoda,
Skoda
Skoda.
Rapid.
Where he was
But
driving
you
badly
weren't
as well,
driving a
purposely.
Skoda.
It
No,
was.
I wasn't driving a Skoda. I don't drive a
Then
Skoda. I drive
I saw
my
that
car.
ad 20
My,
times.
how I'll drive the ad ka car in life for what, Cyrus?
Papa, it
Let's
was
do
during
the
cricket matches. I saw
But
so many
shall
of
we
those ads. You
tell
were driving the car.
everyone what
yeah.
car you drive and what
Everybody
the
download the
license
Skoda
plate
ad and
number
check where
is?
he is.
Or I'm going to do the story with the dog thing because I'm in the
Akash
room.
drives this color car with
Can you
number.
send the picture to Sparsh?
I already exposed him on the chat today of like the other chat that we have. Cyrus said you're not a
No,
part of.
I tell you what I drive. I drive a Seltos. I will not tell you
Yes.
what color it is and anything else.
Oh,
But like I drive a
yeah.
Seltos.
But
I
anyone who
am.
wants
I
to
like that
know,
car.
you can DM
Anyone wants to
me.
buy one?
Can you
Let
give me
me
a
know.
deal?
I
Yeah,
want
I
to
want to buy
sell
one.
mine.
No, I want to buy a brand new one, but can you
But
go back, buy a new
mine is
one, and
like
then
few
give it to me?
months and well maintained. So
But
Yeah,
why
the
do you want
car
to
looks
sell it?
very clean.
yeah.
What? No, now I'm getting so worried. Why you selling it?
No, I just honestly, if I had known that there were XC40s, no, I'm kidding. If I had known that hybrids were going to come this quickly and in this much variety, I would have gone for a Vitara instead because I don't need one for very long.
What does
But
that mean?
what hybrid do you want to go for?
I mean,
Either
what does
the
it mean
High
by not for
Rider
very
or
long?
the Vitara. Well, I don't need a car for very long. I only need a car for 3-4 years.
And
Oh,
then
I
what?
thought you meant like 3-4 months. So I was confused as to
No, one
what
second.
this
No, no, no.
I
short
want to
Like
I
term.
want to
3 years
understand what he's
max,
saying.
I need a car.
And
So
then
like
After that, what are you going to do? Walk?
VIP. You become a VIP, and they ferry you around. What?
no, I don't know, man. Like there's some planning in my brain, man. Like I can't
Just
explain
be
because I feel
honest.
like
क्या बात है?
there's a confluence point of technology. Okay, like where
Hmm.
where I
Where you
feel in the
become the
next
car. In three
no,
years, Akash becomes the
yes,
car.
yes. Where I think in 3 years, there will be a point where there will be market will be flushed with options on hybrids and this and that and all of that jazz. So in a year
Oh, so
or
you
so,
mean
I'll
you need this kind of car for 3 4 years, conventional car. Then you're going
yes,
to go green, is what you're saying. God, I thought
yes.
you're Iron Man and you're going to reinvent yourself, and you're going to
I
have all
or
kinds of.
maybe I'll move out of the country. Who knows?
But even in Bangladesh, you'll need cars, no, Akash? It's
if
not
I
like
if
you
I
can just.
it's not like I'll take this car, no, but
But you just bought the car. Now you really caused the trouble in my head because now I'm worrying. Why does he not want the Kia? Because I've been
you
researching this Kia,
you
and with the money that Amit is supposed to loan me, I was going to buy it.
singular reason that I found, I was silly not to look into it, was
Hmm.
that hybrids were just around the corner. Hybrids were just yes, also that it's on an unstable platform, but otherwise, yeah, the
Wow.
hybrid thing.
So are we going to
Is
get
the
Kia
platform
as a?
unstable or are you unstable?
I was seeing I was seeing
Pew, pew, pew,
some
pew.
video on safety tests, like those international standards people, so they didn't rate it very high. That's all.
Hey, the
But it's
Taygun
not
has
like
been rated. The Volkswagen Taygun has been
Tygoon
rated
is
like
like
the
BAP.
safest car in
You
its.
just bought the Thar. You should be sticking with your Mahindra and the other Mahindra.
Excuse me, Mahindra and Mahindra is my heart beats for Mahindra, but I'm
That's
saying in the
Bajaj.
safest car.
Hamara Bajaj.
I'm
Heart
waiting
beats for
for
India.
I'm waiting for
Huh.
a Mahindra hybrid. Like that'll be a banger.
But it'll still be
There's
Mahindra
suppo-
and
there-
Mahindra hybrid. You can't have a single Mahindra. That's the
That's true.
company. Yeah, so
That's
it's
I
two
true.
was actually
Mahindras and a
a bit
hybrid.
upset though because I liked their old logo, the one with the road in it. Like I liked that a lot. But now the one that I
That was
got,
a road, huh?
yeah, that's a road. It's a highway.
Who would
What
have
did you
thought?
think?
What did you think it
No,
was?
I
Just
mean,
No
like
and
car for you.
imagine the limited
No
this
car
thing
for you,
ki
Aakash. No
highway bhi
respect.
2 lane ka hi tha.
Huh.
no,
Okay,
no. But now they put the new M, which kind of looks like a very geometric butterfly.
Decepticon.
It looks like a transformer kind of a
Yeah.
one
sign in a
second. Are
way.
there three Mahindras? What do you mean by an extra M?
No, they
No,
put
they've
the
just
new
made it
M.
the
They
M's
put it
now.
like an
It's
M.
like
It's
an
a one M or a
MLM.
double M?
It's an M. You're supposed to assume that it stands for two
I think it's
M's,
got a
not
little
just
bit of
one M.
two M's in one M. That
Unlike
is
the
the way
top
it's
3M,
designed.
because that is
I'm
Scotch
gonna
tape.
do the story that keeps the
3 M
lights
is the
on.
morning. That's the time when my flight will arrive from Tel Aviv on the 30th. Please come to the airport to fetch me, Ayushi or Mr. Kia Seltos. Either one
Cyrus,
is fine.
how come you're going to
Israel, dude.
Israel?
The
Well,
promised land.
security
Was it promised
experts
to you also?
from Israel, yes, security experts from Israel have called me in to advise them how to make the world a safer place, and so I'm going to do my thing to help people. Shalom to me, shalom to me.
Are they heard the last episode. They heard about the 10-second shower scene. And they were like, boss, our soldiers need this. They are very inefficient. There's not enough water in this desert.
Okay,
Desert
one
area,
second.
correct?
If
Yeah.
there's one thing that the Israeli army is also efficient and very, very
Super
good.
efficient, ranked number one in the
Yeah.
world.
Number
Yeah,
So
one.
that's why
Yeah.
I want to know
I
what
have to go
Cyrus is
there.
going to teach them.
No,
Yeah,
it's like a
and
young
he's
Virat Kohli meets a young Ravi Shastri as coach, and you got the best Indian team of that generation. It's that moment. So we've got Virat Kohli is Israel. I'm Ravi Shastri. Boom, meeting of great minds. Any
I'd pay
argument?
good
Why don't we just
money.
send Ravi Shastri to Israel then? A new cred ad.
He's not young anymore.
Yeah.
You see the
No, but
point?
I'd pay good
Yeah.
money to see like a Borat style Cyrus, like in Israel, going to Netanyahu and saying, I think it's time to change your name to Nathan Google.
By the time I reach Netanyahu, they've changed PM 4 times in 6 weeks. So by the way, yeah, it's not a. I mean, I'm wondering whether it ever happened in India. For whatever you say about India, we've had a stable
अच्छा
government for what?
अभी जनता
हाँ.
भी बोल रही है कि टॉपिक सुनाओ तो मैं पहले तो
नहीं
अपना
टॉपिक्स के पास टाइम नहीं है. But he didn't mention.
HUFT
But one
HUFT
thing, last thing. What's on
it's
your
today's
T-shirt?
awesome
Three
story
people have
Cyrus
asked. Baba, three people have asked about the T-shirt. It's in French, obviously, and I can't read it or explain it.
Avenue
actually-
Montag
Yeah, there
Montagne.
you go.
Wow.
He is a French speaker.
You're a
Aakash
French
is
speaker?
a French speaker, no? He's learning French?
It's Aakash.
I'm learning
The
French
SH
on
is-
Duolingo.
The SH is silent.
Changed my
in,
life.
And,
Yeah,
and Aakash is doing very well. He scored
Aakash.
above the 99th or 98th percentile. His level.
I'm just blushing at all the stock.
How does she know so much about you, Aakash? Aren't you
Honestly,
worried?
the thing is, every
Where's
time
your
I
wife?
come on the show with Aakash, it sounds like I'm stalking him.
Yes,
I've
it
gotten
does.
DMs.
Too much,
I got
too much
I got
information.
3 DMs, one of which actually said, Ayushi, big fan. However, Aakash is married. You should be respectful.
I
And
think
was
so.
like-
I think this is
I
your
don't know
support
where
system
this-
telling you. This is like when a parent tells you, Baba, don't do this. All right.
But
So
I
I
don't
mean,
know
you
where
can't get
this is
better
coming
advice.
from.
Why are you after him? There are
But
so
it's
many
not-
bachelors out there, Ayushi. Shall I name
There
names?
are.
Send you pictures. Vijay Kunalkar, Sparsh,
So again, I
Rishi,
stand by.
Amit
there are.
Doshi.
Sparsh,
So
are you
I'm giving you.
single?
I've just
What
out
is
my
this
head.
lineup, Cyrus? Kunal,
names I can
Amit,
remember.
Sparsh, and Rishi. Those are my
Today's
options.
possum story
Okay, Abbas.
involves
Abbas
music.
I'm throwing in.
Guys,
Yeah.
So you
music.
see why I'm picking a married man.
Okay, so out of the panel, if Aakash is not available, who would you
Arre
take?
baap
Because the
re.
rest are all bachelors, for God's
Niv.
sake. Come on. No, not funny. Not funny. I know you're not a gender bender. So come on, tell me honestly.
Out of the
Your
panel,
father Amrinder says Rahul Gandhi is still upset about the Punjab politics situation from a couple of years back.
Is Rahul still walking?
Yeah, he
Is
is
that
walking.
still happening?
Right
Is
now,
that thing?
breakfast. He's in
Okay.
North Maharashtra right
but
now.
isn't he
Hey,
walking to
Bolna.
Maharashtra?
He
Oh,
is
that
Or
already
he
here.
came and he went?
No, he's not in the cities. Yeah, they're in the interiors, the coastal areas, all that. They're
They
meeting
should
the
have done like a music
rank, the
video for
rank.
it.
Yeah.
You know, they should have done a music video.
So
They're
where is he
running out of
walking to?
shoes.
He's walking to
Because
Delhi or
every
he's going
mandir
to
and all he
Kashmir?
goes to, they take the shoes and run away. No,
No, but
he's
is
going
he
to
actually walking all the way to the north or is he walking like till Delhi or something?
Kanyakumari to Kashmir. That's the whole plan. Yeah, I mean there'll be a little
Yeah.
bit of bus
They
rides.
should
and
do
all, I'm sure.
a.
He
They
is
should
going
do
to
a.
get so ripped at the end of this. Like the amount
Yeah.
of cardio he is getting in is just, he's
Okay,
going to
he's
be
also
lean.
single. Note to myself: check
No,
out
he's
Rahul
married to
Gandhi
the
for Ayushi.
country, isn't he?
Hey, no one's married to the country. Have you seen the country? Don't be silly.
Today's
People are very
possum
fickle.
story involves music. Remember
Bolo.
the Beatles song "A Day in the Life"? It is often
Uh,
considered to be one of the
Wednesday
band's best
morning at
songs.
5 o'clock
Yeah.
when the day begins. Yeah.
So did you know that in 2013, Paul McCartney said that he added a frequency only dogs can hear at the end to
That's so
end
sweet.
the Beatles song? Yes. And yeah, the whistle has a frequency of 15 kilohertz, one that goes undetected to the human ear, uh, but is audible to the doggy doggos. Um, so do as Sir McCartney does though, and play the track for your dog. When the ears perk up and the tail starts wagging, you'll know that even your dog can't deny it. A Day in the Life is one of the best ever Beatles
Superb
songs out
song.
there.
But
Now let's get back to the show.
no,
Hush.
so what
Now
you're saying is
continue.
that when the song
Did
ends
you
for
say
us humans
hush?
and
Yes.
we clap,
You Gujarati, oh my God.
Yesterday
did he
I
say?
said "Baap re baap"
What did he
in a
say?
podcast.
He said hush, which is such a thing that like mums or like they teach their kids when they're in Gujaratis, at least when you're just calm or like, hi, finished, thank God it's over. Hush.
Hush.
I thought he was asking Silver to send some hashish, and there's a code
Did you
name.
know
Yeah.
that the AAP says that BJP kidnapped one of their guys in Surat?
Did they though?
I
wanna
don't
that.
know. I don't
If they
actually click on the links. I'm afraid of viruses.
I know. I don't like
But one
suspicious
second.
links. I only see what's in the
Kidnap means it's done for money, basically. So was there a ransom?
No,
No,
I
he
mean
was
it's
too
not.
handsome. This is horrible. I'm hungover.
You're hungover. You went to
Yeah.
bar night? No, today's bar night. Where
Oh,
did you go? It
tonight's
was
bar night.
Thursday yesterday.
I had to go for a mehndi. Wedding season has started for me.
Right. Everybody but you,
Ooh.
Ayushi. When's it gonna drop? Bro, when's it
How
gonna drop?
dare you, Cyrus? I thought you were the one person who was never
I'm
going
feeling
to
the
say
pressure
that to
here.
me. That is so rude.
Ayushi,
I'm
you
feeling the
don't stress,
pressure.
okay?
You're
I
hang
am
still
in
not
young.
there.
These are
stressed.
happening
I
for you.
have a married man.
Don't be a female Kunal Vijayakar. Okay, it gets tougher in the 40s and the 50s and all. Just becomes impossible. You gotta, if you want to get married. If you don't, that's fine. Just make a
But does
decision now.
Kunal
That's what I'm
want to
saying.
get married?
Now he can't. We tried. There's not a lamppost available. We tried
So
everything.
then, anything else?
What? He's on a separate show.
Wait, 1 second. The topic. BJP
The topic.
kidnapped AAP candidate. Who?
Yeah. The thing is, AAP also doesn't know who this guy is. They weren't able to identify him as far as possible. Huh.
So
This is-
Aam Aadmi Party on Wednesday accused the Bharatiya
Wait.
Janata Party of kidnapping its candidate from
I like
Surat
that you
East.
said the party name to like filler to have
Yeah.
some more meat in the story.
Yeah. Kanchan Jariwala, making him withdraw his nomination from the Gujarat Assembly polls. So
Is
basically,
he
there
related
was
to
a
Darshan
reason.
Jariwala, the actor?
Huh?
It's possible. Darshan Jariwala's cousin or brother or sister or friend?
Could be.
Yeah.
Should
So
be.
what do you think? Do you think the like I personally think AAP is going to do pretty well in Gujarat this time. They're going to do much better than anyone has anticipated.
I think BJP will blow everybody out of the water, but they will lose a few seats for sure.
They're going to
No doubt
lose some
about that.
seats for sure.
But I
They're
don't
not
think
going to
there's
do
any
as
change
well
in
as
the
they.
numbers. Yeah.
No, I think
But that-
so, Cyrus.
No, not
I
in
mean,
this
AAP is-
election. Not yet.
The
not
last
yet.
time.
AAP will eat
just
into
to-
the votes, but those votes Congress should have eaten into either in the first
No,
place.
no, no.
but
That's
not
so, like,
able
don't
to.
speak of the
If-
Congress.
if-
I don't
The
know
last
what
time
they're not a
Congress did
party.
pretty well in Gujarat. You've forgotten Congress was pretty good in Gujarat the last time.
Yeah, but
unfortunately,
like in
they've
Punjab,
dropped
all
now.
the Congress votes went to AAP, right? So like imagine
Exactly.
the same thing. But
It-
I can,
they don't even
from
know
my
what to do with
POV,
their
Hence,
votes.
people say BJP raised up
Yeah.
to destroy
Yeah.
Congress. That's a conspiracy theory. But
But
who? I don't know.
this
It's
always
too much.
happens, no? Like the you lose control of the monster that you
Yeah.
create. Actually, at the
Right.
end of the day, the
But
same thing happened at
from
the
personal
Afghanistan
experience,
case
I
in
think
point.
it's like
One
look at
second. Who's the monster here? Just to be clear.
the
The
bullets.
You want to
bullets,
stick to Afghanistan? Okay, we'll stick to Afghanistan. Fair
the
enough.
bullets.
Taliban. Yeah.
There are okay. Think of it this way. Last election ke pehle, I went to no. Let me put it last to last election ke pehle. I remember
So
going to Gujarat.
2014.
Yeah, 2013 I think was the election in Gujarat.
Mm-hmm.
I
Gujarat local
remember
election.
going to Gujarat, and I think a tuition class in Surat had just burnt down because things were not followed, and kids had died and all.
What?
And yeah, and never
Okay.
made it to national news, I think, or maybe did and went away very quickly. But BJP won. 2019 election ke pehle, I think Kanakya Lake ke paas there was a big accident and bunch of people died.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Now the
remember that
bridge.
And
one.
Now we have the
yeah,
bridge.
The bridge, I
yeah,
remember
yeah.
that.
And so what I'm trying to say is that issues that people have on the ground are have
Hmm.
nothing to do with what
So
are
each
issues
time
in the
there's been
news.
a disaster, and the disaster has not done anything
No, I
against the
mean,
ruling party.
it's a disaster for us because we see it on the news, but the person on the ground will have other issues, right? Like I was watching this Himachal ka coverage News Laundry was doing about the apples not growing, and I was
Mm.
like, man, this is the same issue we have in our wadi in Gujarat, right? Like we are in South Gujarat, so like, and
Both
it's not
BJP
an
run
issue.
states. So
Yeah, but
apples
it's not
don't
an
grow in
issue.
BJP run states. Yeah.
It's like this. It's not a topic of conversation to anybody that the weather has been fucking everybody's crop for the last fucking 3-4 years, and it's getting worse, and nobody's doing anything.
Every
So I
year.
don't know what the issues are for the average person. Maybe they are more to do with like मेरे को खाना दे, मेरे को चीजें दे, या फिर
I
they are
just think
more to do with Mughals.
they're just
So
ingrained in the grassroots level and all that. It's already there. What can we do? For anyone to fight BJP in Gujarat is going to take a little bit because after 19, there was the momentum that Congress had is gone, which is very strange. They did
But that
better
always
between
happens.
13
They
and 19.
they get a little bit excited and then they immediately lose all
They're busy
focus.
walking
Just
around the streets of
they
India.
also have DDD, dilly
Yeah,
dallying
they've
disorder.
got absolutely got that. I think so. So you're clearly a Congress supporter. So
Oh
hence,
God,
I
Lord
replace you
no.
with Rahul Gandhi as the best option for now, and I remove Vijay Kunalkar as an option
He is
for
handsome. I'll
marital
give him
bliss.
that. He is
And
who?
he's
handsome.
quite polished. He's a polished
Yeah,
guy. You like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
You
yeah.
like a
And
classy actor.
Rahul
you know,
Gandhi is polished.
He's polished. He has to
yeah,
dumb
Can you
down
yeah.
all the
talk
time, no?
about? I want to hear
Akash,
him
what are you
talk
saying?
about Star Wars. Like I wanna hear him talk about something he actually likes.
Okay,
He
Then
that's
likes
I'll
Star
true.
Wars.
then you know
That's
whether the
true.
guy is eloquent.
Correct.
But
You know what
not
I mean?
Star
Yeah.
Wars, because Star Wars is not. It's not such a big deal for me.
And they're
I
big
don't
names.
care if grown
You
men
can't
like
remember the
that or
names
not.
also. It's very difficult as you age. You know, the R2, D2, and P2, F2, and all. It's very
Just
difficult on the head.
dude,
But
yesterday I was having this conversation with a friend of mine at night where he said some shit and I was like, whoa, ऐसा हो ही नहीं सकता. फिर मैं ट्रिलॉजी से 4 सीन उठा के उसको दिखाया कि देख ये सब चीज में लोग खा रहे हैं. That was
so
the
this
thing
was,
basically.
but this
He
is
was
reference to
saying
us
that there's
how?
no
Like
Star
you
Wars
told
scene
us.
where anyone's
Ah,
eating basically. So I
Ayushi, I
was
think
like,
Akash is fishing for compliments. He wants us to check out his knowledge of Star Wars. So it's not about Rahul Gandhi.
But
no,
he
All
no,
has
right,
no,
sir.
not
it's about Rahul
understood.
Gandhi. But see how
Uh,
excited I got is what I'm trying to say.
fair enough.
You
You
have
know,
another news story.
I
I
got
have
the
I have a
the other
story.
day.
I don't know if it's news.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Okay. Twitter rehires 2 employees who never worked at Twitter. Sorry, Elon rehires 2 employees
But this
who
was
never worked
some.
at Twitter.
This is that stupid joke, na? That I don't want to say their names because it's actually like an innuendo joke kind of a thing.
Is it?
Yeah, Ligma Johnson. Come on now.
Oh, Lick Ma Johnson. I can understand where you're coming from, young lady. What a disgusting person you turned out to be. And
Ha 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 ha. This is why. But
Akash, what the hell's wrong with you? This
how
is the
did you
worst
not
show.
get that?
Oh,
I don't
I
know.
didn't
I haven't heard
click
it.
the link. I told you I'm afraid of viruses.
Ayushi,
What is?
maybe it's not his thing.
Wrong panelist. Wrong
I
panelist.
think
That's
so.
true.
Yeah, I
That's
think so.
true.
We've
Samir
got some
is
really
saying,
vulgar ones.
I personally feel this is not worth giving time to because he's just doing random fucking shit to get
But you know
attention at this point.
what is today's latest news on Twitter? I saw it on Twitter this morning.
Wow.
Yeah, the matrix is just getting weirder and weirder. That all Twitter offices and the headquarters have been closed till further notice, and all badge access has also been revoked. So
Good
they've
only.
just and they've not told the employees why or for how long or for what reason or nothing. They've just told them you can't come in. The offices are closed. I mean,
I've
I've
This
heard
seen
is
what this guy's
definitely
up
an
to.
unpopular opinion, but I think करने दो उसको जो करना है. I know
No,
लोग का
I just
नौकरी बिक्री जा रहा है.
But
I
Elon
know,
Musk
This
is
is
but
also
irrelevant,
offering
but
some positive packages for those who stayed, like holiday packages. So
to
that's
Mars.
something to North Korea. North Korea.
Oh.
but
See, you win some, you lose some. Nothing is perfect. Yeah.
but
But the
clearly
strange
there
thing is the
are.
paradox of who he is and what he stood for, coming into Twitter like free platform and free speech, and even Donald Trump
Yeah.
should be allowed
He's
to
not
So
work
doing
free.
maybe
anything like
that
And
that.
he's
needs,
doing
but
the opposite.
एक second, maybe that just needs a culling. You know what I mean? Also, I feel like,
Maybe. So what you're saying is
yeah,
after the
like
culling, there will be complete free platform, and the
maybe
whole process will be he's
So
cleaning the
Akash
space and then
believes in the
opening it again.
purge.
it's definitely a
Akash
corrupt
believes in the purge,
organization.
basically.
You can't tell me that these all of these social media platforms are not corrupt. They are corrupt on a very deep level, and just because they have profit motive, we write off everything they do as नहीं पर पैसा तो कमाने का है. But it's corrupt. It's straight up corrupt. Instagram routinely does stuff that makes you addicted to it, right? Like
What
Yeah.
is she doing? She's distracting me, and I have ADD. Doing what are you picking up now in the middle of
No, I'm
what? What
just
is that?
I was trying to raise the thing so I could sit back.
Oh,
no, you look
okay.
lovely from that angle also. Why?
One second, you can't
Ah.
flirt with her. She's already sort of stalking you. If you do that, there's trouble. What the hell's going on
Yeah,
in
you
this show?
don't give a
Where's the
stalker a
discipline?
little bit.
You can't
That's
give a
fair.
stalker a little bit.
That's fair.
All I have to
She
do
will.
is put your license plate into the Vahan app. I know exactly where you live.
But
And
you
And
already know where I live. We have had this conversation.
yeah,
oh
not
my
only do you
God,
know
again,
where
I
he
have
lives, but
forgotten.
you
I'm a terrible stalker. I
no,
don't even
but
know the
You
details.
should have written the address in your hand with a blade and all. Like,
Tattooed.
yeah.
my worry is that you'll still stalk him even after he sells the Kia. The new owner will be stalked because it's
Acha,
still
but
part of
listen,
your
there's a great
habit.
question coming in that just came
Hmm.
in. If Elon buys IVM, who will he fire first? Among the panelists, chalo.
Oh, well, we're out.
Why? Why would you
Why?
say that? What's the reason?
I'm pretty sure he would clear the deck.
No,
All
but
of us
listen,
would
there's
be
no
out.
major cost to company here. So why will he clear the deck here? The people
That's true.
who
We
go will
don't
be
get
But
paid.
first,
Rishi,
no,
tell
first
them the
कौन
bad
जाएगा?
news. The ones with the salaries will go first.
Meghna.
Meghnad, maybe not. Meghnad will go.
This is Meghna.
Sparsh, of course, has sent that message quickly onto the platform. Could have let it go, but theek hai. So we'll have to say bye to some of
The
our
other
friends.
day, I don't know why, I sent Meghnad a video about satire, like just 3 types of satire explainer
Why would you
video.
do that?
Just essay, because I felt like
Education.
this is how I make friends, okay? I
He
find a
responds to
common
that.
interest
Yeah.
and I send like a video about common interest. I think he took it as me saying तेरे को नहीं करना आता है. So like
Oh.
I don't know how to.
So he thought
So
it was a piece of satire from you, actually. Yeah.
So if you're
About
listening,
satire.
Meghnad, I'm just trying to be friends. Wow, Saurabh is saying Amit Doshi. Amit doesn't come on the panel anymore. He used to though. That was fun times.
Amit is
But
going to be on the panel
Aakash,
next week.
can I
Oh
piece of
wow.
advice?
Yeah.
If you want to send anything to mail, just send porn or really funny animal videos. Those two things work the most. I don't think
Don't
you should
send
try and
that
get
to
into.
me.
Oh, you're
Animal
the
videos,
stalker.
yes, not the former.
The
Yeah.
porn you have to really know someone because then you wanna be like, bro, ये तो तुझे पागल कर
No,
देगा, like you know, and
I
then
got
give
these.
them the
I've
exact
got a
thing.
couple of male friends who only send me strange, frigging everything is really cool or funny, and it's been going on for years. And I don't know
I
what to
have
do
a
with them.
friend who collects
Anup, if you're
odd
listening.
porn. He has clips like he downloads and all, where he acquires from wherever in the world. Just
Can you
odd
show us
porn.
something? What is odd porn? Can you?
No,
I can't.
I'm on the panel. Wait for
No.
another show for this. I
So how
absolutely
do I know it's
not.
odd?
I'm not gonna explain it.
Because ours, unlike Twitter, this is a free platform. Yeah, we allow
This
everything
is
to be
not a
aired.
free
It's
platform. This is
odd porn. That's all I will say. And it's
What is it?
sometimes he's
Arvind
been like,
Kejriwal is
dude,
in charge. Porn only on this day. What was odd porn? What's going on?
it's no. I'll tell you. I'll tell you when this ends. 200 views.
post-show
No.
gossip.
Yeah, post show gossip. When they are not in the same room only. There'll be
Okay,
some fun.
there was some question about
Topic.
seeing. There was a
Topic.
question that
Oh
flashed.
wow! I see.
Rishi,
This is how you host, you guys. You
about,
get
about
them only
seeing
to
me
ask you for
in
topic.
some 20 years ago thing, and then I wasn't able to read it because Aakash and Ayushi are doing their own thing. Very good short clip of you interviewing Dhoni on the Chevrolet cricket show. We can get, oh yeah. So that was on Taj TV in Dubai.
Hey,
So 10 spots.
Akash,
10 spots.
segue.
I know.
Segue.
Ayushi, you're supposed to wait till the person
10
does the
spots,
segue,
it's
not
alright.
fucking say
Yeah.
segue.
Guys who are listening to my separate show, 10 spots has the rights to get it from them. I don't know what happened to
Speaking
10
of
spots.
MS Dhoni, Cyrus, did you know he
bolo.
recently won the men's doubles title at JSCA tennis? Tennis, dude, he won tennis doubles.
But against who? And who
The
doubles he played
Maharashtra
both?
Championship, the tennis championship, the JSCA tennis championship.
No, no, it doesn't sound correct. What are you saying? He just walked in and won the doubles with a
No,
partner.
He
he
What
didn't
didn't
partner?
walk
walk
in,
in.
bro. He
He's been
played from
practicing.
beginning and he won with a guy who's won it twice.
Who's the guy?
Good question.
Dravid.
Sachin Tendulkar? Because that's an ad that's running. It's all lies.
Honestly, I'm so sick of that mutual fund ad. Like, आप भी आओ mutual
Something
fund के
Bajaj is
मैदान
doing.
You know,
पे.
the worst part about ads which are trying to be real is when they force them to stop.
Sorry, हाँ,
doing
not Maharashtra, Jharkhand में क्या बोल रहा है?
Yeah.
झारखंड महाराष्ट्र कैसे होएगा?
Cyrus,
तुम लोग भी करेक्ट
Cyrus,
नहीं
you should
करता यार.
really
कैसा है तुम
complain.
लोग?
You should complain about the panel once in a while. Like, clearly, the
No,
show is not a show today.
See,
We've
not having factual.
all
How dare
checked
you.
out.
Not,
We've all
not having
checked.
factual information is very important to me, because then there's no legal issue for us, because it's always sort of wrong. So there's no implication. There's nothing that can happen. And this is the mastermind of Aakash. He always makes sure 20% is all over the place so that we have a leg out. I think it's beautiful. And Meghnad, please understand what he's trying to do here.
Thank you, KK. I am sorry, guys. I am little got caught off
Sumit Kumar
with the
Bajaj
topic
is
thing.
the partner. This is the
Yes.
same guy from the
But he's won it
Kabhi
twice.
Bahut Thi serial.
He's won it
Yeah.
before also, and he won it again. So I mean, I just think I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know how you guys feel about this. I mean, obviously the man is like a
Legend.
Tennis's loss was
Herculean.
cricket's gain. And unfortunately, God is
Tennis's
very
loss
mean
was
with sport. He gives a lot of sportsmen talent in many sports, and people like us who love sport, nothing. If he could balance it out, I could have played decent tennis instead, because he doesn't need tennis. I mean, they talk
No,
about Jonty Rhodes and
But
ABD Villiers who
Casey,
could play
he
5
does need
sports well.
tennis.
Sachin is good in 3-4 sports, for example.
No,
Is he?
like okay. If you look at other sports persons around the world, many of them while they were growing
Yeah,
up,
Shavik, I was going to
uh,
say, this is
yeah,
it's like a Michael Jordan moment.
not
baseball
really, because
switch.
Michael Jordan really sucked.
Yeah, he didn't do
When
well.
he
At
No,
tried
baseball, yeah,
baseball.
okay.
Yeah.
He didn't do well
Uh,
in the top league, but yeah.
No.
But
He
this,
sucked. He
I don't think
sucked
that's
at
fair.
baseball.
I think
Okay,
that's being
and this
mean.
is like winning state level is also a big deal because, like but also I feel like
But then
look
again,
at the
Jharkhand
size
doesn't produce
difference.
many champions in tennis or pan India. Our
If
champions
you
come from Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Maharashtra, Delhi.
Did
you
you
look
hear
at the
the
photo,
Gujarat Home
look at the height
Minister?
difference. If you can wait, let me lower the brightness on
Actually,
this.
the Gujarat Home Minister yesterday said that you will find Jadeja, Virat, and one other person in every street of Gujarat. That's how many cricketers they believe are, like, the youth of Gujarat is so talented.
But will they find a Mohammad
Said it
Shami
yesterday.
and
This is the height
Yeah,
difference.
yeah.
Okay,
He did. He
I'm
said
just saying
he
ki
threw in one Muslim
Muslim
name for
name?
like
और last
peculiar
minute,
reason.
boss ये भी बोलो. और शामी भी है,
Okay.
शामी भी है वो बाई गली में. हाँ.
Milega,
Okay.
milega.
Bro, can you show a better version of that photo? I couldn't make out anything.
all I'm trying
And
to
I,
say is that do you think it's unfair to the other players?
No, it's not. He's a
get to
competitor.
genetics that some people get all the luck, man. I just not. It's like how the one guy gets all the girls and all of us just stand in line and get angry. It's
Yeah.
always like that. It's not fair, man.
Hmm.
But
Abbas,
it's not,
I
I don't
hate
think
you.
it's unfair. I think it's more like, wow, that was.
It is unfair. Life is not fair. We should tell the truth. Everything is unbalanced, right?
No,
There's
but
no
I'm
egalitarian
not-
system where
but I'm not
everybody gets
holding
a
it
shot
against
at something.
Dhoni.
That's bullshit.
Hmm.
I don't think. I mean, I'm not holding it against Dhoni. I
Akash
don't
and
think he should
Ayushi-
not compete in
Ayushi,
other
you love
sports.
tennis. Akash and I love sport, okay? But neither of us are that good. I mean, unfortunately.
I'm
So
not
I
very. I'm not very good at tennis either.
No, but I'm saying our passion would have been as good as kids with these guys. But these guys are talent plus passion, so it's so unfair, no?
I know
They've
it is
given us
unfair.
little
I do
talent.
wish.
Genetics.
Yeah, I do wish I was.
But you
blessed
have-
with
we all
some
have other
sort of
things.
ability.
We all have other things, right? Like I don't think.
Like? I
I
just
don't
got
know,
hair on my
man.
chest. 51. What have I
Yeah,
got?
that's true.
Nothing.
But you have
Look
the
at-
gift of the gab, Cyrus.
Cyrus, you have fame. You
That's
have
called the local
piles of
jerk
money.
who just goes on talking. That's not a gift. That's the guy who's ostracized by the tribe. You know, the guy you see walking outside the village. Yeah.
You
Cyrus,
know,
you're
speaking
a
of
VIP.
ostracization, Amazon
Don't say that. Never say
is
that.
okay. And
No.
here's what's happening, guys. And this is not just Amazon. The news is about Amazon, but I Google companies regularly because I have time. And
Looking for a
most
job.
companies that I Google in the US, they're all laying off people.
Yeah.
Amazon has started mass layoffs. This personally concerns me because my brother
But
works at
someone should
Amazon.
lay off the leader of the Democrats.
Does he work?
That guy's really struggling.
Does he work in Amazon in America, or he works?
Yeah,
here?
yeah, in America. So like it's a big thing, and the recession has started in the West. Essentially, is what this news points towards.
Ooh, ouch.
So we will leave you to think about it and take a break. No, I'm kidding. We'll fin quickly. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Batao, batao,
And let me
batao.
just say something insensitive. While we take this break, 4,000 jobs will be gone.
And you listen to the ad, okay?
Including
Don't think
these
about all
three.
this.
Including these three.
That's
These three
that's
jobs
a
also.
light at the end of the tunnel.
Okay,
Now you're-
people, what a great show. Okay, don't answer that. That's always a controversial thing. We're taking a quick break, and as we come out of it, we go into part 2. But before that, I have an urgent message which I forgot, which is I have to tell you to like and subscribe. That's right. Like and subscribe. How easy is that? So just like and subscribe so I don't have to say it again. See how painful it is for me.
Hey, it's been another great week on the IVM Podcast Network. On Explain Like I'm 10, Meghna talks to Twitter celeb ROFL Gandhi and stand-up comedian Puneet Panya on what is trolling. On Varta Lab, Aakash and Naveen are joined by actor Shruti Seth. They talk about the weirdest events they've hosted and their life on social media. On the Musafir Stories, vlogger and YouTuber Antarik Anvesan takes us to India's Little Lhasa, McLeodganj. And on Pop Rap, Snehal, Nikhil and Karan discuss the recently concluded fantasy series House of the Dragon. Don't forget to subscribe to IVM Pop for the latest episodes. Once again, don't forget to visit our merch store on ivmpodcasts.com. We have some exciting stuff for you. Follow us on social media. We are IVM Podcasts on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. If you like our shows, spread the word, tell your friends, and don't forget to rate and review them wherever you're listening to them. You'll also find all our shows on youtube.com/IVM Podcasts. And finally, we would like to thank our sponsors this week: Bumble, Heads Up for Tails, Kotak Privy League Program, and HDFC Mutual Fund. Thank you for making this possible.
so excited to be
I
back
like
on this
Wave
show.
the best.
Are you
Cyrus,
serious?
do you know that we can see you when the
I-
break is on?
But I can't help
I
it. I'm going to Pune and the guy was coming and there's no parking in Fountain and all
No,
that. The
one
pressure of all
second. I
that.
can't see you guys. I can't see you guys when the
Yeah, but I'm in the
show.
studio, so I can and we can see. I'm just letting you know, Cyrus. Welcome
I'm-
back, second half.
Akash, I was wearing
Um,
pants, so there's not a real problem. Sometimes I agree with you. I'm not paying attention, and
I'm informing you.
Baba, it's fine. I'm okay. I like to be
Aggressive
very
Vartalap.
kulla about all these things. I don't want to. If I'm
No,
playing
I
with the
didn't.
phone, I'm playing. Unlike Ayushi, who during the whole thing is on the phone for half an hour and then, yeah, that's right, in the middle. I don't do that
I
bluffing,
have
do
a
I?
real job.
Hey,
Yeah.
please, enough
you-
with this real job nonsense, okay? Enough. Real. What is
The
real?
good thing is,
What is real?
Ayushi. No,
What
after all
is
the
your
recession,
job?
no, but after all the recession that you're talking about, Ayushi, the great thing is that you, unlike the Americans who are suffering now, you have to sack yourself, right? I mean, you are in charge, so that
Well, I'm
shouldn't
not
be a
in
problem.
charge, but I'm hoping for some level, like this is the whole benefit of the nepotism game, is that you have
Yes,
some level of job security.
you should. Imagine the firing the mom will give the dad if he was by mistake. I had to remove Ayushi from the roles.
Is
Oh
it a
God.
sign of recession or just a correction? There could be literally be too many employees, a sign of there being too many people. Global population is 8 billion. I don't think a
I
lot
don't
of
think it's
those 8
anything with the
billion are old
population.
enough to work.
Okay, you guys are going on about the question, but I'm intrigued by the name, which is name
Name.
surname. I mean, that's really imaginative.
It's a
Why
real
did somebody
comic.
call their
A
kid
real,
that?
a real
My name
comic.
is name, my surname is surname. That's
Hey,
fantastic.
and to answer
want
your
that.
question, I'd
Yeah.
like to say point number 1, point number 2, conclusion.
Yeah, go ahead. Done. And I'm going to say well done, which is fair. Okay, Ayushi, have you anything to contribute? Because you've been on the
Hey,
phone. so
would
obviously-
Ayushi
what are
sack
you
herself
doing?
if job cuts were necessary? I think she'd sack her
That's my
brother.
question. No, she's very
If,
fond of her brother. She wouldn't do
no,
that.
I'm very fond of my brother. I wouldn't sack
But
him.
if it were you or him,
You or him? Sophie's choice, somewhat.
Well, it
Ayushi's
depends.
choice.
First, if I have by this time married rich as per my life plan, then sure I'll
Yeah.
sack myself. But if
Yeah.
I haven't, then a girl's got to eat, so he's got to go.
yeah.
Fair enough. So I'm going
I
back
like
to Rahul
that
Gandhi.
statement.
as-
That phrase
as the
is
guy
only
for
for
you.
girls, huh? It's never.
A
There's
girl's
no
gotta eat.
corresponding
Apparently-
statement of the a boy's gotta eat.
And
No,
we
there
don't
isn't.
care.
No, it doesn't
Well,
exist.
He
I
I'm
don't think
does.
she
telling you.
meant it that way. She meant it like somebody's already. But coming back to Rahul Gandhi as a good proposal now, because you want
Yes.
someone who's rich, and apparently he has money.
No,
I
I
mean, I
know
don't
that's
know,
all
but-
he has.
Well, and good shoes because he's walking and walking and walking.
Yeah.
Yeah. So stay with
Oh,
that, Ayushi. By the way, I'm
Chirag
trying to
is
get him
saying
on our show.
anything we
You
can
might get him
touch
on our
is
show.
real. He's saying anything we can touch is real. Okay.
That's very
Just in
vulgar.
defense of Ayushi, she's saying she can't touch her job, and you can't touch your mind. So is your mind not real?
Okay, I'm going to tell the
Wow,
panelists to
this
stop
has
touching
just-
themselves Please, there's a limit to how low the show can go. Stop it. And no pun
I am
intended.
real.
Stop
I'm
it.
a real boy. Pinocchio
I, on
reference.
the other hand, am not.
ऐसा अगर रेफरेंस समझाना पड़े ना तो वो नहीं है लायक बोलने के.
I didn't think everyone would get a Pinocchio reference. I wasn't
Wow.
sure.
This is
Is it
just
Pinocchio?
shit on the
Actually.
audience. Just shit
Yeah.
on
Spice
the
was
audience
asking me.
from your.
Spice wants to know if it's Pinocchio or Pinocchio. If it's double C, then it should be Cho, because it's Italian. What should we
Pinocchio.
do? Pinocchio.
Oh wow, this is hilarious. Maharashtra Congress workers play Nepal national anthem at Bharat. How is this? How is Sanchit
This-
getting better stories than you are, Sparsh?
Sparsh, why is this not on our news? The Maharashtra Congress workers
Abhi
play
hua.
Nepal's
Abhi
national
hua ye.
anthem at the Bharat Jodo Yatra. Comedy of
He's
errors
saying ye
don't
abhi
need-
hua hai, ye abhi, like in the last 5 minutes
but
this
the
has
question is,
happened.
how long did it run? Because if it ran for the full 2.5 minutes, that would be
Yeah,
something.
that
If it ran
would be
for 5
something.
seconds, that's just an error. Yeah.
Because baki everyone else is also like, oh fuck, lyrics badal diye, kab badle yaad nahi.
No, and we're still singing Jana Gana Mana, because you
Yeah.
don't want to take a chance. So this is totally different Ghana.
And you're
people
just like,
can't take a chance. Jana Gana Mana is going on. Yeah.
But I
I
love
don't think
this. It's
we can't
like
do that gag.
even
Yeah.
when they try to get something right, it's they should do like a Veep kind
Ran
of
for 10 seconds. Yeah.
mockumentary, like whatever that genre is called of like the Congress. It would be great because it's so insane that
The
a
way you're
party
putting
with
it, there's
this
no need
much
for a
party
documentary. You just do
power.
the documentary, which is a
Yes,
documentary.
because it would be a
That's what you're saying, yeah.
mockumentary. There
Yeah.
you go. You got
Kushal
it.
yaar.
Oh
Oh,
no, Kushal,
wow.
unnecessary.
Don't
we
leave that
have
one out.
We have
Don't
Nepalese
leave that
people on
one
our
out.
show. I will not support this Nepal bashing. It's a lovely country, lovely people, great time, and they got
Great
Yeah,
place.
they gave us
more
they
than we
gave us
have.
Manisha Koirala.
She's
Right?
very pretty.
Isn't
How
it?
dare you say that with a sarcastic sneer?
I didn't. I was being
Extremely
honest.
attractive and very nice.
They
girl.
also
I've
filed
worked with
a
her.
FIR
And she's
against
a
Rahul.
cancer survivor. I'm so like impressed by her as well. Like she's awesome. I wasn't being
Yeah.
sarcastic. I like
Nizar,
Manisha.
Nizar is getting back to the politics of the entire thing.
He said that they
Savarkar, you
also-
can't.
They
This
filed
is.
an FIR.
But by now you should know they've been trying to rename all the Nehru things, and Savarkar is the flavor of the situation at the moment. There's nothing we can do about it. I say
Yeah.
we don't make fun of anyone outside your family and colony. Let's just
Or
stay
Yeah.
there.
you make fun of everyone. And
Yeah.
then
We
it
tried
doesn't
that.
matter.
We tried that. That secularism nobody likes because whoever's in power gets angry.
So
well,
what
at
do you
least
think?
for now.
I don't
what do
know
you
if
think
it's Friday
recently-
or something, but like even the chat is being fucking random shit.
Oh, some people are now. By the way,
Yeah.
Sparsh, some
I don't have a
like
chat.
spam has infiltrated the chat because now people are like, there's like a dating site that's oh god,
It's
this is
not even a
bad.
dating site. It was a 69 sex site.
Why is this in
Um,
the chat?
I think
But okay,
by
I have a
Salwar,
question.
Salwar
There is
no,
a
name
fan of
Salwarkar.
Aakash from Nepal. Hemisha, I would like you to know. I am very sure there's more than one.
There is.
I like to think
There is,
there's at least 7.
There are at least 7 because they've actually corresponded on the show a couple of times.
Yeah,
So,
they're
Aakash-
great people, fun people.
But just
quickly.
to get, I do have a question on this thing
Yes.
of offended and what can you say and what, and it's an interesting topic because it is like the zeitgeist for us.
It
Recently, like Chappelle gave that his monologue on SNL, and you've had Kanye's thing, you've had Kyrie Irving's thing, all of this stuff of people saying kind of like anti-Semitic stuff, and now Cyrus is going to Israel. Aha! Segue, many cross topics. I got it. Yes. What are your thoughts on being able to say something like that on such a big platform?
I'm not a Kanye West fan. I'm welcome in Israel. I can't bear rap music of any kind. The moment they
Okay,
start
but you like
playing it,
Chappelle. You like Chappelle.
I like Chappelle, but he's not like. I'm not going to go berserk. I do like some of his stuff, no doubt. Yeah.
No, I
But,
think I'm asking more like you're using your platform to say things. And actually, he didn't even say what. I mean, I'm not a Jew, so I suppose I don't have a right to comment.
You're
here,
a
but
good
it's
Jew.
like-
Of course you're a Jew.
What? You have a right to comment on shit that's happening around you, man. Aisa kaisa.
What?
Comment bhi
You
nahi
mean
kar
there's no
sakta hai.
relation
No, that's
between
true.
good Jew and Jew? Of
It-
course there is. Good
the
Jew.
people got angry. They didn't say that he was directly anti-Semitic. They said that the stuff that he was saying could maybe open the doors for making it okay for other people
अरे
to say
ऐसा
things.
ये तो
vaguely.
ऐसा
This
थोड़ी
is
होता
my
है.
I was like, what? Isn't this getting a bit out of hand?
ये
now?
तो
Cultural
वही है ना,
tribalism-
सिगरेट पिएगा तो फिर तो नेक्स्ट स्टॉप तो एसिड करेगा लड़का. ऐसा थोड़ी होता है मतलब. कुछ भी बोलने
But
गए.
Okay,
take it a
mummy
little
logic.
further.
I like it.
Actually, he started naming
This is the
names
platform
to
Elon
escape the
Musk wants to
tribalism.
make Papi lotion. Papi lotion.
Puppy lotion.
Papi. Papi is
Tasty.
It's a Friday. It's such a Friday
it's not
show.
puppy. It's papi as in sin.
So
Okay,
Papi Lotion
excellent.
said Jon Stewart said he agreed with Chappelle. There should be a platform to say things and discuss. But
Yeah.
that's true. I mean,
That's
I saw the
Twitter. That's
interview.
what Elon
No.
is trying to make, guys.
No, not
Please like
anymore.
the
Not
stream,
Well,
anymore.
guys.
no, not
Please
really.
like the stream.
Is
Please.
that what he's trying to?
It's at 49 likes, 200 viewers. Please like. It will help to
Anyway,
get reach.
I'm going to Israel wearing a t-shirt saying Kanye West doesn't matter. Okay, I'm just for
Yes.
safety, just to make sure. I at least wear it for the 3 days I'm there. I think it's just safe. Because he began, it was clear tribalism and unnecessary, and then of course he started being more open about the names. He had this whole
Yeah.
list of names in Amazon. This guy and Nike, that guy, whatever, and all names. Because I think Lex Friedman told him, "Why do you single out the
Yeah.
individual and not get into this whole tribal thing?" You have the same problem in India. For this murder that took place, 35
Yeah.
pieces. We had one union minister talking about how it's the fault of Muslim men for some reason who entice Hindu women
But
and who find them
this was
irresistible. But
the minute you saw the names, the minute you
yeah,
saw
we
the
knew it.
names
We
and the
knew it.
last
We
names,
knew
you
it.
knew that this
I
was
mean,
going
we
to
didn't need a spin
devolve.
doctor. No. Yeah,
This was
really.
going to devolve into something else
Everybody's hoping.
completely.
Hope it's a Parsi. After Punawala. Hope it's a Parsi. But no, God, that's terrible. Yeah.
No, it's just you saw it happening before. It was like, oh, this is now a murder. Plus, it's going to be a whole thing about like it's going to bring that love jihad shit back into the
Yeah.
news. It's going to
Yeah.
affect couples who want to have like a live-in relationship. This is going to become a problem. Like
Samir
interfaith
is given a.
marriages and
Ayushi, you better
relationships is
stop.
going to become a problem.
Samir is given a thumbs down, saying too political for Friday for me. I want more irreverent and silly
Sammy, did you
topics.
not see the first half of the show where we didn't have any like direction
Speaking
at all?
of
Much like the
speaking
Congress.
of
He was
things that are
watching the
not
game. New
political.
Zealand, India.
Speaking of things that are not political in a traditional sense, or I don't give a fuck anymore. Listen, guys, FIFA ke World Cup mein ladies have to dress a certain way is the latest coming out. I don't know
What?
how this
What
World
is?
Cup is still happening.
I have
How the
no
fuck
idea.
is it still happening?
Have
Akash,
you
what is
seen the
Qatar's
legions
stand?
of fans?
I want to know because the world has moved on from the women dressing correctly to transgenders being allowed to wear what they want and all the other genders. So how are they dealing with that? The influx of the 39 other genders
I
that may
don't
also
think
come
udhar
in.
tak
I
wo
don't
log
even think
pahunch hi
they're.
paye hain.
Yeah, I don't think they can go or they want to go to
Apparently,
a place which would
homosexuality
be
is
so
banned.
unsafe.
Homosexuality is not allowed.
Yeah.
So that's going to be an issue. All those
They're
jobs
they're
that are
gonna have
coming
a
in, there'll be
drying off area apparently in
yeah
outside of the
after you
stadium. You
drink.
can't like be too drunk and leave.
Yeah,
So that you don't do
I used
halla.
to call it my father's room because he was very permissive and allowed me to come and stand
What
there.
was the
But
point?
it's
What
not.
was the
That's
point
not the
of
worst
doing
idea.
this?
So they have a
Because
process
FIFA
of some
wants
sort.
paisa, dude. This
But even
simple
that
as
guy,
that.
doesn't that head of FIFA, whatever, didn't he say that he regrets the decision now as well? I saw that
हाँ
in
अभी
news
रिग्रेट
a while
करने का
back.
उस साल बोनस लेके जाने का बेंचोद घूमने को हाँ आको पुको
No, and listen,
कुछ
you're
भी
And you
seeing
have to
this
see
World
how
Cup.
funny it is. Like you see this, like the videos of like the French team and all of these people coming in, and like there's like seems like no connect between between the fans and the players. There's nobody there greeting a
It's
home
not
team. It's not
in,
like people have flown in to support their team or their
in Belgium.
country.
They have all these fan clubs on site which they've cancelled because nobody's getting into it. That's a football crazy country. Also wearing these supporting those colors of Benetton sort of
yeah
thing to support all the woke culture of the world and oppression of the world, etc. Prejudices. That alone is like a negative spin, in a sense, because when you start doing that, it's like, why are you here? Why would you come here to an event which is organized by the world together and then you do that? It
हाँ
just starts
ये
from
दे-
the
Because I
ये
guess the players feel like it's not like they
Hmm.
made this decision. Like they
no
didn't
but
decide.
they could have boycotted it for a year, dude. They had that choice and
but
they
Gaurav Pilania
that's
has
the
But
got a
choice they
very
they,
good
had.
Gaurav
Akash,
Teams
if
Pilania
had
you are
the
part of a
choice.
national team, if you're part of a national team, I think, and I'm not saying that I'm supporting Qatar, and I'm saying that I think the players you can't really hold them specifically responsible for this. That's unfair.
No, I'm not holding them specifically. I'm holding them collectively responsible. It's very
yeah,
different.
but
Like the
Aikar
German
but
team,
Palace.
they're such a young new German team. Maybe for them,
no,
they're just
Ayushi, one
excited
sec.
to.
I could read this about Casillas and saying that maybe this is wrong to come to the country and disrespect them. The French captain also said he won't wear the armband, for example. There are a few dissenters, and it's a collective decision. He's right. You can't just tell me the captain has decided. There's a whole contingent representing a country. It's like the
Yeah.
United Nations, but with short pants.
Yeah, that's why
So
11 of you have to sign on. It's 11, no? 11 of you have
22,
to sign.
22 squad. Yeah.
22 squad. Okay. Or like, everybody else can use their feet and do a toe impression. I don't know how it works in
Yeah.
football.
No,
But the
correct.
goalkeepers can sign.
Okay,
And
look this way. If India was holding the World Cup and for whatever reason, anti-Kashmir or whatever issues or whatever, the world comes and starts wearing all these bands, free Kashmir or whatever, it'll
yeah.
give an awful taste to the entire thing. And we've got all these people around and half the attention is only on the politicization of the entire situation. and only half of the
but
short pants.
I am to more pissed off from the point of view कि you knew this was happening for fucking 4 years, okay?
Yeah,
Yeah.
People have been dying there for 4 years.
Yeah,
Nobody
that's
said
true.
shit.
because the
Okay?
pandemic was on, so people were dying everywhere, so they were confused. The dying became more
वही है
specific
ना,
in the last
मतलब
6 months.
एक छींक छींक के मर रहा है, एक पत्थर उठा के मर रहा है, तो मतलब फर्क तो है, dude.
और एक
और
बिना
कोई
खाना.
and the
Some
players
were
had
just starved.
every opportunity to go on their social media. क्या उनका सिलेक्शन नहीं होता था अगर वो लोग सोशल मीडिया पे
They
डालते
did.
थे कि
Akash,
Maybe
they
they were
did.
scared
Some of
of
them have
that.
been very vociferous on the
Maybe they were
social media.
scared of
They
that.
have. But they haven't boycotted the tournaments. That's a very good point. They haven't said, I won't
मतलब
go. On,
सब लोग spineless. सब लोग spineless. एक जन का रीड नहीं
but
पूरे
for football, Baba,
ऑर्गेनाइजेशन
you
में
get
top
only
to
one
bottom.
chance in 4 years over Europe twice or South America
That's
twice.
what
That's
I'm
it.
saying.
So they
For
need
these
to play for
young
the country.
kids, there's a lot of young players in this World Cup. Maybe this is like their first opportunity, whether they get to go.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, I
It's
think
like,
they're
I'll
thinking of
explain
it.
to our listeners, it's like how Masoom and Shad only get a chance once in 6 months on this prestigious show. So they can't, even though they want to boycott it, they can't not come. They've got to take their chances to further their lives and careers and make their parents proud on an international stage, like this
Yeah.
Heads Up for Tails brought program
But
called
this
Cyrus
whole
Says.
this whole
हाँ,
World
मतलब
Cup is
मेरे को
going to
बस
be
यही लग रहा है
so.
कि
eh.
कि on some level the whole world could have ganged up and put pressure and nobody fucking bothered. That's all I'm saying.
Oh
And a
yeah,
lot of
because
people
Akash, the world has
unnecessarily.
been given many opportunities to do
Listen,
that to
and
many
there's a
countries.
वही
jugaad
And
मैं
they
बोल
haven't
रहा है ना,
fucking done shit.
Akash,
वही मैं बोल
you
रहा है.
also
पर अगर मैं बोल रहा है कि अगर like BTS एक ट्वीट डालेगा ना, you know what I'm trying to say? Like
आर्मी पे
football
मत
fans
जाना.
इतने हैं दुनिया में, इतने
but
फुटबॉल फैंस है दुनिया में. मेरे को बस ऐसा लगता है ऐसा
no, but listen,
इतने हैं
the
लोग
whole
कि फर्क
process
तो
was a
पड़ता
little
था.
dubious. The process was dubious.
It was
Countries
corrupt,
like
dude.
Bahamas and Barbados and all were engineered to vote for Qatar
Yeah,
because let's just
yeah,
say they
yeah.
are poorer countries and carrots can be dangled. So it's a little, that whole thing, everybody looked the other way. The process was a little wrong, illegal
Yeah.
The
at
FIFA
worst,
has
but
been known to
definitely
be a
wrong.
corrupt organization, right? They've had so
Now we
many
have a Bengali. We have a
scams.
Bengali. It's football, and a Bengali is speaking. Everybody shut up. Ahanji, Abik, Obik. It was supposed to be Pipa, and they are very corrupt. Can't blame players. See, that's my point, Obik. That's my point. Fabulous.
Yeah,
We
it's a
agree.
bit tough to blame the players.
Okay,
Because
now
I think
on
you
a,
wouldn't expect that from not expect that, but you'd have the same conversation if, like, say, the Cricket World Cup was held somewhere and our team was like, "Oh, we're not going to go." You would also be
I
like,
agree.
"Wait,
I
what?"
agree. But in the interim ka 4 saal when they were making stadiums on the
yeah.
back of fucking people who were starving and
Isn't
were
it more than 4
thirsty.
saal? I think about 6 years ahead, the bidding happens
They
for
know
the
it for
next
a
one.
while. We
So
know
it's
the
a
next
long
two,
time.
na.
So you're right. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
long time.
तो मतलब
Oh,
ये तो
what is
मतलब
that?
रीड ही नहीं है किसी में रीड नहीं. That's all it is. I feel like
Yeah,
इसमें
that
उसका
I
आगे पीछे
agree.
कुछ ये नहीं है.
I think there's a
ए
message from
हाँ?
Kasala.
Oh wow, somebody agrees with
I
me.
agree.
I'm
Waft
happy.
Akash. This is old English prose. I will do it.
Boom.
I agree. Waft Akash. In sooth, if you alloweth capitalism take over it, everything will be destroyed. There is a plethora of things Marnie should be allowed to buy.
This is
Shweta,
way
no
fewer
more
typos than
alcohol.
you make when
No
you
more
send me
drinking.
messages, Cyrus.
That's true.
You make 2
Drinking in the
typos a
morning.
word.
What's
Okay.
something money shouldn't be
I
allowed
can't
to buy?
see, Baba. They've just given me these glasses. Thank you, Shweta, as one of the key conspirators for the glasses. By the way,
I-
Ayushi, has anyone
One
bought you
second.
6 pairs of glasses?
Did they
6
actually
pairs!
buy you glasses?
Can't you see
Yeah.
the new? I'll show you the old pair. This is the old pair. Okay, this is the old. This is Aisha, folks. Aisha. This is Saisha. Aisha, Saisha, Aisha,
Hey,
Saisha.
Aisha,
Bye, Aisha. Oh,
how did
hi.
Aisha's marathon go?
Oh, Iron Man, no?
Yeah,
But
how'd it go?
here's the gender issue. It's called Iron Man, but they were women, no? So, hello.
Cyrus,
Not
I'm asking
saying
a
anything.
straight question. How
She
was
did very
her-
well, but the other
Okay.
two, the girl who ran, no, the girl who cycled took a long time. Or was it ran?
Because I
Because
saw
they were together.
someone that I know was running it, and then it came up, and they put up a picture, and there was a
Yeah.
picture of Aisha right front and center, and I was like, I know that face. That
Yeah.
face has
Yeah. In
been
Spain, she scared me because she heard your voice, and because I dare put
know.
it on, she just started screaming, "Who's that?"
So
And
scared.
thank God you didn't hear what she said. It was not
I
personal.
did, Cyrus.
She's
I
got a very
heard
bad
it.
temper.
You did not
Yeah.
put it on mute at all.
I was so embarrassed. I had to talk to you openly about it because I was like, "Why? You don't even know who it is." You know.
Akash is dancing, by the way. For the
Akash
audio
is-
listeners.
Because the only joke in the entire show happened and he was enjoying it for a second. When
Acha,
I love that the
Uh,
banner underneath says "dress properly or go to jail." There's
Yeah.
no context to the fact that this banner is just running underneath. Not like
No, that's
World
Qatar
Cup,
for the girls,
Qatar,
for the girls to
nothing.
dress, the ladies to dress properly. Lovita, who's taking me to Pune, has just come in. Lovita, you'll have to come into the frame. Okay, and yeah, undo your face, hair, all that, so you feel presentable. Now your lips only can be seen. Go back. Okay, yeah, and now just dance. Go from side to side so we can see. Yeah, there you go. There you go. There. Now just kiss. We have a huge audience of 80 million people. Just kiss. Come on. Ayushi, not you. Lavita, you.
Oh,
She's blowing a kiss.
I'm like a
She's
I don't
kissing
puppy.
think
you.
that was for me. I felt, but okay.
Yes, it
Uh,
was.
Okay. Okay. Now I'll do magic. Lavita, I'll press a button and you must disappear. Eh.
okay,
And she
time
did
for
very well.
AMAs, guys. Time for AMAs. Let's go to the
Message,
start
message.
section of the
Uh,
comments and look at some AMAs. AMAs. Gaurav Pilania asks, how do you see the Elon and Twitter situation pan out in the long run? Do you think now he's not asking, but I am asking follow up. Do you think he's trying to shut down Twitter? Is he trying to send Twitter to Mars? What's
I
happening,
think
guys?
this is like that teething period, when in the beginning
Hmm.
there's a lot of like weird flux, and then eventually, as all things, it will
what you
stable
not
out, or we'll lose
realize
interest. No, no, we're going
is
to lose
now.
interest eventually.
No, no,
Yeah.
And
Ayushi,
no
you are
one's
not a
quitting,
student
and
of
no one's
humanity. You
quitting
don't
Twitter.
understand
So
humanity like I understand humanity because you are not in male urinals to see how badly they behave. There's a thing called narcissism, and there's the alpha narcissist, and he is that. And an alpha narcissist is a very dangerous person. He wants a personal
He jerks
platform
off
for
while
himself,
peeing also.
something like that. He is the Kim Jong Un
wow.
of the Western world, and nobody's seen it. So what he's going to do basically is get this platform, Twitter, just for himself to air his views. None of you will be on it. So it'll be one-way traffic. Him talking to you, and you just have to digest it. That's it. Your Twitter life is over, Ayushi, and you were doing so well. I'm
I
sad to tell
know.
you.
In 10 years, I had amassed a following of 600 people. Do you know how long that took me to
Listen,
get
you are the
there?
star of this podcast. So how can you have such less following
After
on
this
Twitter?
show, by the way, after this specific episode, my rating is going to tank. I can feel it.
No, no,
Why?
it will only go well. Why you are being negative? If
By
anyone is
the way,
on
guys,
the,
I actually want to talk about something personal. Fuck the
Okay, I
AMAs for
didn't
a
do
is
second.
anything.
this allowed? Are we
Yeah.
supposed to?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm at
Is it
home.
Continue.
I'm just
sexual?
going to keep talking. Sparsh
Is
can't
it
do it.
sexual? Has
No,
it got to
it's
do with
absolutely not. It has to do
Is it
with
to do
my
with PMS? PMS? Because
Cyrus.
I
This
know
is
that.
not like guess my problem. I'm going to tell you the problem.
Portfolio
Okay.
management services?
Nothing
Yes.
vulgar like that, yeah, please.
No, but I have now fallen for the trap of reading YouTube comments.
Chi 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 chi
I
chi.
never used to do this, but like now when I like after the episode, I go and see it the next day because vanity has now it started to affect
Taken
me.
over. You're a
And I
narcissist like Elon Musk, yeah?
yeah, and I read the comments, and obviously there are negative comments, and I get so upset. I'm like, but why? Can you give me 3 reasons why you don't like me?
Why
I'm
don't you
interested.
reply? Why don't you reply to them and say
But-
that?
So I want to
Aka-
actually ask you guys, as two famous people, do you reply to YouTube comments? Because actually there were some rude comments about women in general, and I really wanted to reply to that and be like, "What the fuck is wrong with you? Don't watch the show if that's how you're going to speak about
uh,
people." But then I was like, I
Ayushi,
don't know. Is that? Do you reply? Should you reply? I don't know. I'm
he's
asking.
saying Meghna not just reads, he replies too. Why is a Meghna bashing special for some reason?
Nobody's
I just want
bashing him.
I
But
just
do
want to
you
confess.
reply?
No, I just confess you
I
many of the messages you're getting on YouTube, the comments are coming from Aisha. So just be very careful. It's personal. Huh.
No.
Akash, do you reply?
reply.
Do you deal?
I reply to almost everything that's worth replying to.
But
No,
how
that
do you
means
know
you don't
what is
reply.
worth replying to? That means you don't reply to the negative
Because
comments,
there's no
right? That's what
No,
you're
constructive
saying.
it's
criticism.
not
No
about
one's saying I didn't
positive
like
and
this
negative.
gag or something.
No,
Oh
it's
God.
like
Excuse me.
as long as
Nice.
it's when I
Nice.
say worth replying to,
Arpit,
I
that's the
mean
YouTube comment if I've ever seen one. Cyrus has no way of knowing where the comments are.
it's true.
Sorry. Yeah. It's true.
It's like is it legible? Like does it make sense as a sentence? If I even if I
Uh,
have to stretch my imagination sometimes.
you grammar
Because
correct.
syntax, just basic. Sometimes it's just words. It's not
No, that's
like
right. If you're going to insult, you can't say bancheet. You got to be
yeah, like
clear about
it's
your
just
abuse.
like
It's like
it's just
say
like
the
No,
wrong
somebody
word.
Katti.
got my somebody got my name wrong, but I knew they were talking about me.
What
So
do they
I
call
want to
you?
reply, say, like I think it was like Arushi or something like that instead,
Don't
right?
ask. Just reply.
So I
Who
was
is
going to reply, being
famous
like,
Akash?
I'll let
I don't
Ayushi
know.
know
I am Akash.
who is famous
Shweta
Akash.
Mukherjee, who's famous, Akash? Wow,
Akash
it's
I
is
am
already
famous.
Akash.
you
I am
put your
Cyrus is
leg
Sada.
in
famous.
for
I am
trolling, and
Akash Sada.
it started already. Kavita, they hate us on this show. Please
Sometimes
never
I wear
listen to this
nice clothes and
podcast.
I'm Akash
We're
Masala.
just abused. It's just
Dear
abuse,
God,
and it's worse
Akash.
than the stage shows. It's just going abusing us. Make another account and reply in support of yourself.
Please don't be a
Oh, okay.
21-year-old.
No,
Just
God,
reply,
no.
dude. And if somebody says something bad,
Alfie,
no, then sometimes I'll just say I agree. Then they have what will they say?
Akash, let me just tell Alfie something quickly before I forget. We have a guy who's doing that, creating accounts for himself and creating a life for himself. His name is Abbas. And let me tell you, people don't enjoy it after some time. Female following, women that don't exist suddenly all over the place, from Toronto, from Jharkhand, from
Bumrah's
Germany.
wife, Samir said that Bumrah's wife also replies to the trolls. But see, the thing
But that's
is,
the
she's doing
BCCI
it
now
on,
who's trolling.
so she's not doing it on behalf of Jasprit. I'm doing it on behalf of myself. So I want to
Yeah.
know, like, is it worth talking
But
to
that
people or is it
but
not?
that point is different because friends and family actually feel worse sometimes. If you're a famous person and people insult your wife, husband, dog, cat, they actually take it even worse. Like if his mom comes to know that you're saying something about Aakash, don't reply, you'll become like Aakash. Okay.
Somebody said,
Okay.
don't reply, become like Aakash. Okay,
Can
then
I
you guys
can,
need to
Yeah.
reply on my behalf.
can I just wow, this is how fascist leaders also start. Huh, Ayushi, I'm just saying. You reply on my behalf, please.
I've already
You do
admitted that I
One
have
justice.
second.
I
What are you
have some
saying?
traits of
I make
fascism.
constant
Okay,
reply for
this
me
is
all the
my
time.
favorite question anyone has
I'm a
asked
fascist
me
leader.
because it's
Yes, my
not for
dream.
me.
I could. I sometimes I
Mittu
can see that in myself.
Mittu Chaudhary is saying, we have all seen Cyrus abuse in the Delhi Gurgaon way. Could he please abuse me as a UP guy? Can you please abuse him as a UP guy,
For UP,
Cyrus?
your Hindi has to be very good. For Delhi, you just have to sing. Gurgaon, Delhi is just singing accent. So UP, I'll leave it to Ayushi because she spends lots of time in Lucknow. Tell us
Absolutely not.
your.
I go to the sugar mills. That's about it. I
Why do
don't.
you go to
I,
the sugar mills? What the fuck is this extra industry now that she is in charge of?
I'm
What
not
is
in charge
going
of
on?
any industry. I just work in commodities.
No, I'll tell you a
Oh,
story, but about I had a friend called Kamal who used to work with us in MTV, who was a cameraman from Lucknow, spoke very
I
chaste
didn't
Hindi and
curse
all that.
only.
Who didn't curse?
Cyrus, just pretend to have a pan in your mouth and cuss at him, man. Give him what he
वो
wants.
वो तो मिक्स हो जाएगा बिहार के जैसा तो वो get into that situation वो मैं
हाँ,
नहीं
ऐसा
करता
कैसे?
मैं ट्राई करूंगा but मैं स्पीड से बात करता तो मैं will not fall in the right syntax as you mentioned syntax no
Yeah, I can't
so no
speak
but
because you're talking
we got
about
into a
UP
fight
now, and women
we
are
got into a
not
fight
like seen only.
with the
So be
extras
quiet.
on a shoot at Film City and got into a physical fight and Kamal was abusing and all but it's still his Hindi was so good you know
Yeah,
it's so different from the way we
Of
talk as in
course,
even
of
under
course.
pressure it's beautiful and it
yeah.
sounds nice it doesn't sound like abuse because we
आप
are
एक
from
अनोखे
Maharashtra
mother
from
चोद
Mumbai
हो. Like that,
no, but
like
Mumbai, we say Gandu. You know, it just sounds bad. You
आप
That's
know?
एक
true.
चोदू का
This is
ख्वाब
like
हो. Like
even like
something
my
like
Exactly.
My
Exactly.
Pakistani
I'm
friends
not
when
kidding.
they fight,
Exactly that.
they
Huh?
even like in Pakistan, like my Pakistani friends when they fight or they get
You are a
upset,
you are
Pakistani.
not supposed to say that out
You
loud.
can't say that in this
that I'm
country
a
called.
sympathizer.
What are you
You can
sympathizing with?
support the
That
cricket
depends on
team.
that. You can
I
sympathize
lock the
with
door
their
and support
hopes
the
and
cricket team.
wishes,
That's allowed.
but not
Yeah.
with their
Yeah.
terrorists.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or at least
yeah.
talk
I'm not.
softly, no? Ayushi, talk softly. Or you be Arushi for this one. Just go back to the
Oh yeah,
troller.
this is a comment from Arushi. It's not from
Arushi. Yeah. Yeah.
Ayushi.
Yeah.
This is
Huh.
Arushi speaking. But yeah,
Her
when like
Pakistani friends.
her Pakistani fans, they speak so
Hanji.
beautifully that even when they insult you, like they're shouting at you, it doesn't even seem hurtful. You're just like, is this shairi? Can you say more to me, please? This is poetry.
And I don't know, words like Bewkoof and all don't sound bad. I just don't feel bad, you know. Then you hear that from our side of the world, it's just everything sounds bad, even the
Even
good
the way
words.
there's like, oh,
Like,
masla. And like, I mean, just like there are words that they say that don't come in Bombay Hindi,
The
in specifically
cooking
in Bombay
video,
Hindi.
like you should watch cooking videos from like Pakistan and Lucknow and all. That's where you really learn the words that they
okay,
have.
just to mention, so Apash, not Akash, Apash watches cooking videos from Pakistan, and
Bro, Akash
And
also
so does
watches.
Arushi.
ऐसा क्या
oh,
मटन पकाने को अलाउड नहीं है क्या इंडिया में बेंचोद?
oh,
ये क्या है? ये
coming
क्या
My
soon,
चूतिया क्या है?
grandparents love
coming
Pakistani
soon.
serials. They
और
love them. They watch them
और
on YouTube
बेसिक
and they love
या
them.
एंड डूड जिंदगी गुलजारे नहीं देखा तुम लोग? पागल है क्या तुम लोग? क्या शो
What?
था वो?
I don't
What?
know
I
what
had Wasim
Akash has
Akram's
done
poster
now.
behind me for
What?
20 years.
Fawad Khan's breakout role? You guys did not. You've never seen
But
it. It's
but
such a
it's a Hindi,
great show.
but it's a
It
Hindi
has an
film.
end
Okay,
also.
fine. You sold me with Fawad. I will watch it for him.
Yeah, this is pre Chad Fawad. Like this is OG Fawad.
This is
Oh,
Fawad Khan or Fawad Alam, the cricketer. Now I'm confused.
The cricketer Cyrus.
Hanji, I watched it.
Shalom
Good
Cyrus,
cover.
Israel માં ખાવા પીવાનો શું પ્રોગ્રામ છે? Ibn Battuta is asking. Ibn Battuta is alive?
Yes, alive 400
he's
years
been on
on.
this show since years.
Yeah. Thank
He's
God.
been
His
hiding
wisdom
here.
has helped all of us. Yeah. Well, I don't know honestly because it's a program organized by somebody else. So, but they did ask what does he not eat? Because when they work with Indians, a lot of us have things. So
Vegetables.
yeah, well, they got a strange reply. So he just said
Vegetables.
not very fond of green stuff. Yeah, that's for sure. So they must have heaved a sigh of relief to find the one vegetable in Tel Aviv. Oh, cucumber. Yeah.
So,
That's
Akash, what's some AMAs or we're done or
We're
we've
done. It's
lost?
11:05.
Oh, okay,
I
cool.
come from
Last.
Palghar, I come from Mumbai for some
I
work.
come from Palghar and I come to Malabar Hill for some work. I was expecting glitter and glab, and honestly, meh, power is better.
Rizar, you're absolutely right. There's only
Yeah,
construction
please
work
don't come
and
That's
back.
true.
bored housewives, and everybody has
It's
5 chauffeurs who
it's
just
not
stand around
worth
and stare
coming
at
to
you.
only.
Don't
Don't
come.
You know, and
actually.
Don't come.
I think actually don't come to Bombay side. Nobody
South Bombay.
come.
Yeah.
nobody
Everybody
come.
stay
Yeah, we
I
are
home.
full up.
completely agree.
There is no
It's not
vacancy.
worth it.
There is no
It's
vacancy.
horrible, guys. The
It's so bad.
dogs spit on you. The dogs,
Yeah.
they've
Yeah.
learned how to.
There's no respect. So you all
No
stay
respect.
on where
It's
you
horrible.
live.
Everywhere it's gobar, and
Even
there
the
are no
bodyguards in the
roads.
AAP process say majburi to us now. Even
We
they
have
hate
to
to be
use
there.
we have to use the vapor off of the sewage line
But
to
that-
light candles.
Yeah, that's why I got the Thar because it's like offroading. There are no roads.
Yeah.
That's how bad it is for us.
Yeah.
We can hold
Yeah.
the thought,
So
Kushal. This is
Yeah.
the ultimate trolling. Kushal says the only glam in Malba Hill is Cyrus. He's
Yeah.
trolling Malba Hill. That's
But
fantastic.
Cyrus, that's true because all the buildings because I know where you live.
We have Simi Gariwal in the next building.
Yeah,
She
but
was the
that whole
famous one.
area
And Vinod
around.
Khanna a few buildings away.
Yes,
when
and
he was alive.
but the people in that lane of yours, everyone knows that building. Oh, Cyrus Brocha udhar rehta hai.
No, they know me as
Cyrus
Dog
Brocha.
Wala. He's the Dog Wala. My dad was Dog Wala
But it's like
uncle.
a celebrity
No,
that
I'm Dog Wala.
empty wala, MTV wala.
But a lot of
Wala.
people say empty without the V, huh? As you go in
Yeah.
the lower echelons of society, they don't have time for the V.
Cyrus, you don't
Oh,
go
empty
there.
wala,
Don't lie.
empty TV,
You don't.
empty TV.
You don't go down to the lower classes. You're just
No,
Please
yeah,
follow
I'm
us on our handles. Please
I'm
come
an
watch me
egalitarian
on the
in
tour.
everything
I'm on
except the
tour.
bedroom.
I'm doing Kurla tonight, and
When did that happen? What a segue. You went from
and,
Malba Hill to Kurla. You
go
were
to
born in Malba
Bhubaneswar,
Hill. Why did you go to Kurla? What happened?
Kolkata, Indore, Goa, maybe in December, going to Goa as well. Please
Oh,
follow
you can't say
Cyrus
Goa, maybe.
Says.
Your fans have booked a ticket, gone there, and you said didn't happen.
No. If it'll be listed on my Instagram. It's Kuch Bhi Mehta. Ayushi is also on the
On
gram.
my gram.
Cyrus,
We don't say
what
Insta.
Cyrus says is what this show is on Instagram. Follow, like, subscribe. Please like the stream. Please.
yeah,
like
yeah.
the
My
stream.
handle is at Ayushi A9.
Vineet, I just want to
Sometimes
mention
Ayushi also comes on that.
6 a.m. I'm
account.
in the gym.
Whoever you
4:45 I'm downstairs shouting. 4:45
And-
a.m. Yeah.
And if you need to stalk me, please be as good looking as Ayushi, at least.
What
Uh,
flirt!
And
What a curveball!
And
What
remember,
a married man, typical Indian married male trying to put out girls, and she's doing a Ravan dance for some reason. I've got 10
He's
heads.
such a liar, though. He's such a liar because I have been frantically trying to get his attention on the side, but no, he
No,
was.
but he-
but that
So
was
he's
the
been
wrong
doing
time to do it.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
because
this
your
guy's doing
wife
an
is-
act. Akash, you're doing an act of trying to be like, I'm very mature about this
Okay,
situation,
bye.
but you seriously, you like her. I don't want to be part of this.
And I've got great news for everybody. Yes, it is the end of the show. People are clapping and cheering because now it's over. The pain, the angst, the suffering, the strife. But remember, it's very simple. Like and subscribe. Everybody says the same thing. We have to repeat it as well because there's a whole. We have to follow this process. It's not in my hands, honestly. I don't want to do this sometimes, but we have to follow it. So please like and subscribe. And yeah, you can leave your comments. And please spell correctly because it's very irritating when you spell color with a K, for God's sake. Or Coca-Cola with a P. I mean, oh, that's Pepsi. Sorry.